Well, good evening, members, officers, ladies and gentlemen, and all of those viewing online. Welcome to this meeting here of the Lichfield District Council Planning Committee, here in the Council Chamber of Lichfield. Today is the 5th of December 2022. I welcome you all here this evening. Members, we should start off with the first item on the agenda in front of you, and that is apologies for absence, please. I have been given a list in front of me, which includes Councillor Barnett, Councillor Burt, Councillor Croft, Secretary Croft, and also Councillor Humphrey. And I have been alerted to the fact that Councillor Cowell is running late and could arrive at any moment. But of course, if he's not here to hear the full debate, then he will not be allowed to vote on the outcome. Any other apologies, please, members? Thank you very much. We move on to item 2, that's declarations of interest. Could I ask whether anybody has a declaration of interest, please? I should take that as a no. Thank you. Item 3 on the agenda is the minutes of the previous meeting, and it's 5 weeks since we last met, not the normal 4, and 5 weeks ago, the 31st of October. And you all had October. I'm able to sign those true and correct record of proceedings on that occasion. Thank you very much. Thank you. Councillor Powell, you're just in the nick of time. I was just saying a moment ago, if you weren't here to hear the full debate, you wouldn't be allowed to vote, but in the nick of time, you're right. So thank you very much indeed. We welcome you to the council chamber this evening.
Thank you, and as always, yes, always in the nick of time. Thank you.
Right, thank you.
Yeah, that was just in the nick.
So the minutes of the last meeting have been signed. Thank you. Members, we now move on to item 4 on the agenda, which is the planning application. In fact, we just have one planning. Of League 01440 League FUH, and it's Woodfields Drive, Lichfield. To take us through this application, this is coming to planning committee for the simple reason that this is a member spouse of, let's get this right. So due to the spouse of the registered applicant being an employee of this council at the time that the council received this application. So that is the reason why it is coming to you at planning committee this evening. And to take us through the report, I have on my right hand side, Richard Sumter, who is
councillors. The application before you is for the erection of the first floor rear extension and replacement of each room to the existing rear extension at 18 Drive, Lichfield. The application relates to a detached dwelling and is located in the residential area of Lichfield. To the rear of the application property in the adjoining neighbours, there are a number of mature trees protected under a tree preservation order. The plan, which is on the screen, to show the location site, as outlined in red. See, it's a general fairly standard residential area, particularly dominated by detached dwellings. This gives a Google Maps image. You can see the trees in question to the rear of the property, which will be referred to in your report, and which objections have been received partly in respect to. This is the front of the application site. You can see the mature tree at the rear. And again, this is use of the existing single story extension to the rear, above which in part there would be the 2-story extension and in part, there would be a pitch roof put onto that extension. Another view where you see the existing single-story extension within its context from both neighbours. And again, this is the proposal. You can see that there is a pitch roof that's been put on, leading to a gable to the rear, and just on one corner there is a mono pitch roof, so that the proposal does not contravene the 45 degree test which we use to judge whether light is restricted to a neighbouring property. Yes, it does put it on the horizontal, but it does not put it by virtue of single-story nature in the vertical, like set out in your report. That shows the extension and the dwelling as existing, both the floor area and the elevation. This shows the elevation to the floor area as proposed. And again, you can see how part of the first floor above the ground floor has been devoted to a lean-to roof, so that the proposal meets our test for gauging whether light to a neighbouring property has been significantly affected. That's the end of the slides. Objection were received on the grounds or block of light in combination between the proposed extension of the tree, and that the tree would need some work doing it in the opinion of the objector. However, you also find in the report that the tree officer has no objections to the proposal. In addition to that, officers can confirm that in relation to the positive effect of the residential amenity, the proposal meets the guidance in our design guide, which is the design guide. As a consequence of that, officers recommend that the application is approved, subject to the conditions outlined in the report. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Richard. There are members, you've heard that. It's fairly straightforward and succinct report. I think the major issues there, as Richard pointed out, are the light which is being taken, or at least could be taken by the development, because obviously you're increasing the height of the structure at the back of the house by another story, and with a pitched roof as well. But as Richard has pointed out, it does not contravene our rules and protocols in terms of light, and the way it's affected for the neighbouring property. Do we have any comments, any questions, members, at all about this? Are you all happy with the points that have been raised and explained by Richard Sumter? Councillor Ray, please.
Well, with the light issue, as I said, number 19 sits lower than 18. There's a drop in the land, is that right?
Oh. I couldn't say, but in respect to that, the designer of the entity who put that application took regard of that, and that's why they didn't continue the two-story across the whole of the length. They brought it in so that looking at that, obviously on the left-hand side, it's been dropped down, so that would lead to pitch roof. That would enable the proposal to meet our test for gauging whether light resulting from the proposal would be acceptable in planning terms, and it meets that test.
And I think that's answered I did read about the topic and what you just described there, which is helpful. I think very much.
Thank you, Councillor Ray. Just a question. Obviously, it's a beech tree, I believe, that we're talking about here, isn't it? And it's quite a substantial tree. I realise that the arboricultural officer doesn't actually have any issues at this present moment. would we expect, perhaps Richard, in future, there may be some issues with that? Do you think? I know it's very difficult to look ahead, but we all appreciate the fact that trees tend to grow. And there is the potential, I suppose, for issues in the future.
That's correct, Chair, and we put that to the tree officer, who, when he does his analysis of the impact on trees, just taking regard, not just whether or not you're in the root protection zone or whether or not you will be overshaded, but whether or not there would be potential at later stages that should the tree grow, that it would actually impinge on the tree, causing work to be enhanced to the tree, to get that past the two residential community or not. He came up with a critical response setting on the objectives to that. Okay.
Richard, can you just take us back to one of the original drawings, I think, where you've got 17, 18 and 19. That's it, that's the one, the one that you just had a moment ago. Okay. So just show us, whereabouts is the tree on the central bit? That's
So actually,
so it's actually to the left-hand side, isn't it? The tree is to the left-hand side.
Yeah, the tree would,
Is
the
there?
tree would basically be roughly that area. And I think I'll just show you, if I may, Chair.
Yes, please.
So it is actually raised up in the garden to a terrace where the tree would be. You can see the trees working there. It's this one here. You see that the garden is raised up
Yeah.
onto a patio or terrace.
Yeah.
And that the tree is in that area.
I was just trying to get an impression of the amount of light that would be taken by the combination of the proposed new development and the tree as well. But as I live somewhere where I'm also compromised by a tree, the shade of trees, I do understand the implications of that. Councillor Powell, please.
Right, Madam Chair, so everybody's speaking about this day, I propose and move it.
Thank you very much. That has been proposed by Councillor Powell. Do we have a second? Councillor Ramsdale, you wish a second. Thank you very much. Thank you very much then to Richard Santa for taking us through that report. Members, we've all heard the pros and cons. The report has clearly identified the issues that we've talked about in terms of the loss of life, potential loss of life, of course, etc. Can I have a show of hands, please? As I say, it has been proposed by Councillor Powell, seconded by Councillor Ramsdale. Can I have a show of hands, please? Those of you wishing to go along with the officer's recommendation, which is to approve this application. Thank you very much. I believe that's been unanimous. Thank you. Members, thank you very much indeed. Right, for those of you members of the public and press, I have to alert you to the fact that publicity would be prejudicial to the public interest by reason of the confidential nature of the business to be transacted. The public and the press need to be excluded from the meeting for the following items of business, which would involve the likely disclosure of extensive information as identified in paragraph 1, 2, 3, and 5 of part 1 of Schedule 12A of the Local Government Act 1972 as amended. So I would ask please that members of the public and press would please leave the chamber